Welcome, all gunning to Old Trafford here with your host, Ibi Shady and Mr. Farid Chotia. Oza the Enfield way.
But now you guys have to know who
should
he
know
is.
that.
Otherwise you've been living under a rock.
A rock, as Ibrahim says. Welcome, guys. We are at game week 3 review. It was what a great weekend. Out of 9 points, we got a 7 pointer.
7 out of 9.
7 out of 9. So brilliant stuff. Ibi, take us in, brother.
Yeah, guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification, both on Gunning to Old Trafford and the Enfield Way ZA. And this is what football is about, right?
Yeah.
The rivalry between Manchester United, Arsenal, and Liverpool is intense, but the three of us can sit on a table and have a really good laugh about it. And that's the beauty of football.
While we're on camera.
When
we're off camera, it's a different story.
So, guys, we're going to mix this up a bit. Every week we change it up a bit, but we're refining our content as we go through based on your guys' feedback and based on what we see you want to see from us. So we're going to go through all three of the fixtures, give you a bit of an overview on what we feel, went right in the game, what went wrong in the game. But then instead of running through all of the other fixtures, what we're going to do is give you our man of the match for that particular game. We're going to rate the match out of 10, as well as rate the coach's performance for that particular game week. And Farid is developing something that's going to be really fancy. I'm not going to say what it is. You'll see it on the video. So make sure that you subscribe so that you see all of that coming through. So let us start with the first game of the week. Or let's actually start with the last game of the week.
I think so.
The three of us.
I think it was a very exciting
Liverpool
game.
Liverpool at St. James's Park.
Put me on the spot.
Wow, Farid Chotia.
Walk us through
What
it.
a game, man.
I just want to let you know, we got a WhatsApp group. And on that group, Mr. Farid Chotia messaged to say, guys, we are done. There is no comeback from here. I'm going to have an early night.
Yes, that's what he said.
I was upset.
That's
I
what
was
was
upset.
fuming.
He was
I
very
was
upset.
fuming. I was fuming.
And in step down,
Yeah.
Nunes.
So Farid,
Take
walk us
us
through
in,
the
brother.
game.
Take us in.
So, like we said, game started. Van Dijk gets sent off. But even before Van Dijk gets sent off, Trent gets an early yellow, which should have been a foul, and then almost gets another yellow, and then we've actually been down to 9 men. So
I would have loved it, by the way.
It would have been a horrific thing. So 2 red cards in 2 games. McAllister in the previous game, a red card rescinded.
Yeah.
Van Dijk gets a red card in this game. Was supposed to be a 3-match ban. Now apparently it's a 1-match ban. Could be a 2-match.
Could be a 4-match.
Could be a 4-match because of all his antics with the third ref.
I don't like
third
it,
official.
by the way.
I also don't like it, but he was upset, I guess. So I don't know. Sometimes
Jamie Carragher, you absolute clown. What commentary was that?
Yeah,
we could never know for sure if it was a goal-scoring opportunity. What?
Yeah, Jamie
Look,
went a little bit.
I think he went. You know why he went overboard? I think he's thinking to himself, and look, Alisson has been by far, hands down, our best player for the last 18 months. Maybe he thinks Alisson had a chance of saving that.
Okay.
1-on-1.
But a goal-scoring opportunity means you on the last defender.
Yes. Look, if Isak got that ball, it was a goal.
Of course.
It was a goal.
Definitely.
It was a goal.
definitely.
I love Alisson, and I think 1-on-1 is amazing, but I think Isak just would have had the class to put it away. So we go down 1-0. Anthony Gordon, you absolute pollock. From Everton to Newcastle, and you always score against Liverpool. I don't know, I can't. And he's a Liverpool Academy youngster, right?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wasn't good enough to play for Liverpool, went to Everton and then went to Newcastle. So goes down 1-0. Liverpool looking very out of it. And then we get our man. Our £100 million striker. Finally comes good.
Let's not get overworked up here. It's one game, guys. I mean,
Here we go, guys.
I remember last year, these guys, when Nunes scored in the Charity Shield, they were saying, Ballon d'Or winner. Look at Haaland the fraud, because Haaland missed the open pass in the
I remember
game.
that.
Haaland the fraud. Nunes is going. He's hitting the ground running. Listen, fantastic player. But let's not get carried away with
Look, I think this was his time to shine, and he came good, which is what we wanted. I think that's good.
Let's hope for
I think
consistency.
and I
Or
think
rather
hopefully-
not.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
for
for
you
you.
guys, and for me, we want consistency. I think the great thing about it was he came on, he took those 2 chances, he scored, got us the win, which is the most important thing. Absolute. That's what you want from a super sub.
Well, that's what you want. No, brilliant.
And what an end to the game.
What
What an end to the game.
Well, for us neutrals, it was a cracker.
It was a
man.
cracker.
It was a
It was a
cracker.
cracker.
It was
man.
lovely.
Beautiful,
So-
beautiful stuff.
Man of the match? You can't give it to anyone
Easy,
else.
right?
You can't.
Yeah.
You can't. Has to be Darwin
Van Dijk,
Núñez. I think even Van Dijk couldn't give himself the man of the match. So I'd say Darwin there, easy one. Salah had a decent game. Special
Quiet-
shout out.
Quiet in his
Yeah,
standards.
quiet, but came good in the second half, and that's when things started opening up for Liverpool. Jota also coming off the bench, showing us some of his class. I think a big shout out to Kwanzaa.
Okay.
Coming in as an academy player or as a reserve team player to replace Virgil van Dijk or Matip or whoever it was in the middle of the defense when we 1-0 down. At least it shows some talent coming through. And then,
That's
yeah,
your man of the match,
Núñez.
Nunes.
Okay.
If you rate the match out of 10,
If I rate Liverpool's performance out of 10, I'm not going to go too high there. I mean, look, for most of the game, they struggled. I'd say for the first part of the game, maybe like a 6 out of 10. For the last 10 minutes of the game, 15 minutes of the game, that was a 10 out of 10 for Darwin, the 2 goals. But overall,
okay.
look, I'd say it was a 7 out of 10 performance.
I think it's fair.
I don't think it wasn't
I
a
think it's
great
fair.
performance from Liverpool.
yeah.
I wouldn't even go.
away,
A to
away
B.
to Newcastle.
Away to
Ah,
Newcastle.
man.
That's why I'm saying 7.
Crazy.
And Klopp?
So if you hear what he said in the interview afterwards, what he told the players, and he said, this is how we create stories for our grandchildren. This is how we win this. We can come back from this. This is stories we're going to be telling our grandkids. He's just got away with the players, I think, right? Ten Hag's the same. Arteta's the same. They have the way of motivating players and bringing the best out of their teams in the second half. But should have pulled Trent off early. So that's one thing I think.
Trent currently looks a bit of a...
He's looking a bit
problem for
shaky.
you,
He's
yes.
becoming a problem. And then I think also the other thing for me was you take the one player off in the team that is the most attack-minded player we had on the team. Take off Diaz. Because of the red
But
card.
he brought on...
Darwin.
No, he took off Diaz to bring on Gomez.
Okay.
Gomez.
But he
Yeah,
didn't do that.
yes.
I would have rather taken
That was
off,
after the red card,
Yeah, I
no?
would have rather taken off someone else. Diaz was someone that gives us that attacking threat.
And Diaz gives you that.
That run on the left wing
the
is
counter
amazing.
attack,
Yeah, the
man.
counter
Counter
attack.
attack is-
So I think he made some shoddy decisions in the first half. So I think also overall for him maybe a 7.
Okay.
But
Fantastic.
bringing the
7.
team back, yeah.
Brilliant,
7 for
brilliant,
Klopp.
brilliant
So,
stuff,
man of the
man.
match, Darwin Núñez.
Uh-huh.
Liverpool's performance, 7 out of 10. Jurgen Klopp gets a 7 out of 10. We're
Darwin
gonna
gets a
move-
10 out of 10.
Darwin with a
Darwin.
10 out of 10. So we're going to move swiftly on to Arsenal.
Swiftly.
Abdul,
Yeah, guys.
2
man.
points dropped from
2
a winning
points dropped.
position against 10 men.
You know,
Talk us through
again,
that.
and I want to start off by, and we spoke about this, guys. If you guys remember game week 2, the review and the preview, where we spoke about why is Mikel Arteta bringing in David Raya. Now, the reason I'm starting with this, guys, I had a very, very, very beautiful conversation at 7 o'clock in the morning with one boy that doesn't even play soccer. So I asked him, so he's telling me, Coach, do you know Kamavinga? I say, yes, I know Kamavinga. Do you know, he's very underrated. So I say, okay, tell me more. I ask him Saka, he says, underrated. I say next, okay, so he's giving me names. And he says, so he's telling me everybody's underrated. I says, who's overrated? Aaron Ramsdale. And this is a boy, guys, this is a grade 2 boy who says Aaron Ramsdale is overrated. Now, understand something here, guys. The first goal, again, at the Emirates, we keep on conceding in the first 2 or 3 minutes. Again, Mikel Arteta, and I'm sorry I'm going to be a bit negative today, still love Mikel Arteta. But there has to be a time where you need to stop the experiments. Thomas Partey is not a right back. Yes, he's a right back inverted, and the goal came like this here. Thomas Partey is supposed to be in right back. He already shifted into the centre mid. Bukayo Saka thought he's there. He gives the ball back, open there, and that's a goal. However,
Same like with Liverpool's
however,
mistake.
right? However, moving forward, I just want to make mention of William Saliba, Declan Rice. I mean, absolutely amazing. Fulham had Arsenal the first 10-15 minutes, but really I want to say the boys really played well. Most importantly, the midfield. Everybody's giving Kai Havertz the worst time of his life, but I just want to come to Kai Havertz's defense. Kai Havertz is a player that's not going to play a lot on the ball, but he's a player that makes runs off the ball, and surely you're going to see the best coming from Kai Havertz. Me personally, I still feel that a midfield with Thomas Partey, Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard, that's your midfield. You go into the next match with Manchester United with Thomas Partey right back, Mfanas is going to kill you dead.
Of course.
Right? He's going to kill you dead. Let's go back to the match, guys. 1-0 down. 1-0 down. We make it 1-1. Make it 2-1. Again, and this is what Ibrahim always used to say. Eddie Nketiah. Again, Mikel Arteta playing around. Trossard never had the best game. Saka absolutely brilliant with a penalty. But guys, understand something, and this is for all you Arsenal supporters and myself. The experiments need to stop. It needs to stop because we have a good team, a team that can challenge for the league. However, when Nketiah came on in, I got to make mention of Fabio Vieira.
What
a player. They turn on the music, turn on the sound, and I was sitting with my mom and watching. Once that Nketiah goal went in at 2-1, 81st minute, all you got to do is close shop, guys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Close
You don't need the
shop.
third goal.
You don't need it. You're at home.
Control.
You go away with the with the 3 points. So all of these things here, understand, guys, we cannot look at a scapegoat or Havertz. I'm a little bit upset because that's a 3-pointer.
Fulham go down to 10 men.
They go 10 men already.
You think
need
this
to
game is
annihilate
done,
them.
right?
And we spoke about this before, myself and you as well. Arsenal do not kill off the teams. But hey, kudos. And you got to give Edin Nketiah his flowers. I mean, he's really come on. Gotten a lot of flack from a lot of Arsenal supporters when Jesus is fit. But this boy, I mean, Jesus was injured for 4 months last season. He's injured now for the first 3 matches. And this boy just oozes class all the time.
Comes good when you need him.
He comes good. So
where do you think Havertz's best position is?
I would, for me personally, Havertz doesn't suit to be in an Arsenal midfield. You need a Thomas Partey, you need a Declan Rice. Worst case scenario, and your second option with Kai Havertz is play him. Well, you got to play him behind a striker. You can play him as a false 9. If Thomas Partey is injured, and we all know Thomas Partey is not going to last the whole season, he does have that fatigue issue. Then you bring Declan Rice as a CDM, and then you play Kai Havertz where the Declan Rice. But where Kai Havertz is playing, he's trying to play a free role, and it's just not making sense. And then you got Ben White moving on to a third centre back. So there's a lot of things happening. I tried to analyze the game, and there were so many good things. Look here, no doubt. Give Mikel Arteta his flowers. Absolutely amazing. There's a few coaches that are really going to learn from this. This is the new way of playing football, where you have each player can play in different positions, 3 or 4 positions in a match, and this is just. But however, you can also get punished, as you guys saw on Saturday. So I'm going to go straight into it, Ibi. That was just a small little run because I think we should have got a 3 points. The team coming back but losing focus. Definitely a 6 out of 10. We could have got a 3 points there. Definitely. Coach Mikel Arteta, I don't think he was courageous in a lot of his changes. Where he was positive. Was one of the first times I was so proud of him, and he took the gamble. He brought on Edin Nketiah. He brought on a Fabio Vieira, and he just changed the whole complex of the game. Right. So I would give him definitely a 7 as well. 7 there. And man of the match, Edin Nketiah.
Definitely. Can't disagree with that.
A player. So guys, it was me. Sorry, I went through it all the way. But this weekend was a weekend of comebacks. All over to you, Ibrahim Chunara.
Manchester
2-0 down, lost in the Forest, and then you guys You find your way.
Yeah, but pathetic start from Manchester United. And you know, we've seen this happening since, you know, Solskjaer is there. And now it's kind of filtering into Ten Hag. The players are in attacking mode. We went up for a corner, lose the ball, and completely lose focus on where we are, what we need to do. And we go 1-0 down. Okay, 1-0 down in the first couple of minutes at Old Trafford. Okay, you think you can come back. And then you switch off on a free kick when Gibbs, I think it was Gibbs White. Was Gibbs White?
Gibbs White, yes.
Gibbs White, we know he's like a dead ball specialist, man. That ball is going to put it into a dangerous area. How are you switched off? That entire Manchester United defense stood still. The Nottingham Forest goal scorer didn't even know where the ball was. Hit him on his head and went into the post.
That was freaky. It was so freaky, man.
2-0 down. But this is where great coaches come to the fore. 2-0 down, 4 minutes in, and Ten Hag doesn't get worried, he doesn't get flustered, he doesn't automatically go into crazy changes, whatever. He calms the boys down, and then they start building into the game. And you can see slowly, as the game is going on, they're growing in confidence and they're moving forward. And that's when you need leaders on the field. And to all you sour sack pundits out there, keep the name of Bruno Fernandes out of your filthy mouths. What a
He pulled a Will Smith on us.
What a fantastic leader that boy is.
Captain Michael.
He brought United up. They were down and single-handedly, you know, did everything he needed to do to get the team back playing again. And I'm telling you, that boy, since he's joined us from Sporting Lisbon, has been nothing but courageous and has been a leader of leaders in the team. And, you know, I'm glad that he's the captain of Manchester United.
Deserves to be captain this season.
100%.
Definitely.
So, you know, you see the movement going. Rashford, you know, one-on-one. And like Abdul said earlier, if Thomas Partey is on that right back, I feel Arsenal's defense very, very sorry. Because that's what happened. Rashford isolated Aurier.
Yeah, he did.
On that right. And once Rashford gets that move on you, there's no way you're going to touch him. And when you do in the box, you know it's a penalty. And that's what happened for the first goal. They didn't want to put the foot in. He got a cross in. And Eriksen, you know, nice touch in to get the first goal. And the penalty, Rashford again with the move on the right. And the defender too slow to get him. And clips him and it's a penalty. And again, you pundits, man. How are you calling that a dive? Clear as day. There's contact on the body. And we know at the pace Rashford is running, the slightest touch is going to put him off. We know it's a penalty, but for your clicks and for your views, you mentioned Manchester United. The second goal of the game. The second goal of the game. The class, the build-up, the movement. Fernandes with a pinpoint pass of the free kick to Rashford. Rashford sees the movement of Fernandes into the box, clips it over the defense. Fernandes, instead of going for goal, sees Casemiro open, heads it down to Casemiro, bam, 2-2. The game is all equal. And from there, you knew there could only be one winner. Manchester United were building in confidence.
Outran them, eh?
Building in confidence, and we should have had another 2 or 3 after that. We make it 3-2 with the penalty. Bruno Fernandes, you know, his penalty technique is fantastic. Confuses the goalkeepers. They don't know whether they need to wait for him to do the hop. He's going to hit it first time. Turner dived after the ball was in the back of the net. There was no chance he was getting to that. And Andre Onana, match-saving tackle, win, you know, 3 points in the bag. 3-2 down, 90th minute. Nottingham Forest have a chance going top corner. Onana, like Ellison, diving to the left, fantastic save.
Cracking saves, eh?
And Manchester United come away with the win. From a game that started off 2-0 down in 4 minutes, and I thought the best results could be a draw. We come away with all 3 points and going into the Arsenal game full of confidence. So,
amazing.
Fantastic game overall. My man of the match, my captain, Bruno Fernandes. I know Rashford was involved in all of the games, but Bruno, I mean, the tenacity, the drive,
and the hunger,
effort,
man.
the hunger.
Brilliant.
He's there. He gives his all to Manchester United, and I'm glad that he plays in the red of Manchester United. Fantastic player. So my man of the match, Bruno Fernandes. Manchester United's performance, I would say the first 20 minutes, I'd give them a 1 out of 10. They were pathetic in the first 20 minutes. But then as they built into the game, they showed the desire. They showed that they they didn't lose focus. They knew what they needed to do, kept on going. So I'd probably give them overall a 7 out of 10 because I think the game really picked up towards the end. So overall, I'll give them a 7 out of 10 because once they got that first goal, they were in the ascendancy and Nottingham Forest had no chance. And Ten Hag for me, a 8 out of 10. Fantastic coach. He knows how to get the best out of his players. He knows what to tell them at halftime. He went in at halftime, gave them the riot act. They came out all pumped up.
We are really spoiled for choice
We
in
are.
this Premier League.
Yeah, no, it's
What
amazing.
Pep.
It's
fantastic
amazing.
manager.
Eric Ten Hag, Jurgen Klopp, Arteta.
Zerbi.
Zerbi.
Moyes, what he's doing
I
at
love
West Ham.
what Zerbi said last week. You can
About
buy
Caicedo.
all the Brighton players, but you can't buy our soul.
Yeah, 100%.
They were amazing, man.
Amazing.
Absolutely amazing.
So yeah, Ten Hag 8 out of 10, and I think that brings the end to our match day review.
Brilliant.
Guys, just a quick wrap up. 3-2 to Manchester United at Old Trafford, 2-1 to Liverpool at St James's Park, and a 2-2 draw for the Arsenal at the Emirates. So
Amazing
7
stuff.
out of 9 for gunning to Old Trafford in Oza. Guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification. And guys, we're
Ding
there.
dong.
Ding dong.
Ding dong.
I like that.
What
Guys,
was that?
just for that,
Yes.
GTOT and Oza, ding dong.
Dong.
Guys,
guys.
what did we
Amazing.
are? Gunning to Old Trafford. Thank you.
Guys.